Please stand for the Star Spangled Banner performed by Palmer High School Chamber Singers, accompanied by Palmer High School Band and Orchestra.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight was the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. I'm Joe Van Dyke, Student Body President, and I will now be introducing our platform guests. First, we have President Board of Education, Dr. Parth Melpeckham. Secretary Board of Education, Dr. Sandra Bankus. Director Board of Education, Mrs. Darlene Daniels. Director Board of Education, Mrs. Julie Ott. Interim Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Nicholas Gleditch. Interim Deputy Superintendent, Achievement, Learning, and Leadership, Mrs. Sherry Kalbeck. Assistant Superintendent, Personnel Support Services, Mrs. Phoebe Bailey. Chief Communications Officer, Mrs. Deborah Ashby. Executive Director of School Leadership, Mr. Dan Hoff. Principal, Mrs. Laura Disney. IB Diploma Coordinator, Mrs. Carolyn Moyer. Colorado Springs High School, Palmer alumni, Mrs. Holly Morin. President, ESP Council, Mrs. Brenda McKenney. President, Colorado Springs Education Association, Dr. Joe Schott. And then we have our staff readers, Mrs. Kelly Klein, Mr. Robert Gilliam, Mr. James Grants, Mrs. Adrian Haas, Miss Sarah Osborne, Mr. Josh Cisneros, Mrs. Julie Swankowski, and then we have Senior Class President Cecilia Rico, and Student Speaker Che Buckholz Guerrero. We will now be having a performance by Palmer High School bands under the direction of Mr. Kalen Ward. They will be performing Los Banditos by Quincy Hillard. Following their performance, we will have a speech by Cecilia Rico Yenyes, Senior Class President.
afternoon, everybody. My name is Cecilia Rico Yanez, and I'm so pleased to be speaking here today as this year's senior class president. This moment could not have come any sooner, or at least I think so. I know the whole idea of high school has been this hyped up concept the entirety of our childhoods. Our parents would reminisce on their good old days. Our older siblings or cousins would brag about the cool big kid things they get to do because they're in high school. The TV shows and movies we watched were based around high school and the major stepping stones that come along. But in all honesty, none of these things could have possibly effectively prepared us for this experience because, and I know it's cliche, but it's really nothing like the movies. I mean, up until freshman year, I fully expected it to go down like it does in High School Musical. And although I was a little disappointed that there was no big dance number that broke out when I did arrive for the first day, I am thankful for the experiences I went through here. Now, I will admit, this year was probably the hardest for me to actually get up and come. I mean, I'm sure we all felt like this at a certain point. I myself can attest that senioritis is definitely a real thing. It is not a myth, people. Personally, I thought my head was gonna explode if I had to log into Schoology one more time. I absolutely dreaded waking up and coming. I mean, I hated it. I couldn't wait for it to just be done and over with. And then around when I started writing this speech, it actually became real for me. I became a little sad, and it was bittersweet when I started to think about the things I'll miss and not be able to do anymore since I won't be here. I'll miss scraping up money for lunch so I can go off campus like I did when I was a freshman. I'll miss the ease that comes along with being a sophomore. I'll miss the absolute strain junior year had on my brain. No joke, I literally thought I was going insane when I was a junior. And finally, I'll miss the relief and excitement for the future I felt being a senior. Now, there have been a few important factors that have contributed to my success and enrichment from these past 4 years. My mother, the most amazing, strong woman I have ever encountered in my entire existence. I promise she didn't make me put that in there, it's true. My 2 younger brothers, Dorian and Ramses, who are my built-in best buds. Kalina Garcia, who has been like a sister to me. And last but certainly not least, Kelly and Julie Swankowski. These 2 have been like second moms to me, and I cannot thank either of them enough for everything that they have done. Both of these women have gone above and beyond the expectations of regular teachers. After some conversations I've had with these 2, I was completely convinced they were actually Yoda or Master Oogway in a disguise because both of them are so wise. Due to the love and support that surrounded me from all these people, I truly believe that I'm able to do and be whatever I want to. The same goes for every person in this audience. Whether you are set to go out to a college or a trade school, maybe you want to start working right away, or maybe you're like me and you have no clue what you're doing. We are in control of our futures, and what we decide to do with them is our business, because in the whole big grand scheme of things, it doesn't even really matter. Countless times throughout elementary, middle, and more so high school, we are asked what we want to be in the future. There's no doubt that there is a major focus on who we are trying to be, but whether that's career-wise or just as people. The shadow of our future selves can often outshine the person that we already are. I mean, of course we want to grow and flourish into the best possible versions of ourselves we can be, but in order to really do this, we ourselves must accept who we are. After I really marinated and thought about what high school should be and what it actually was, I came to a realization. High school isn't really about figuring out who you want to be in the future. It's more so about loving and learning about the person you already are today. It's so hard to know exactly what to say when we're asked at 17 or 18 years old what we want to do with the rest of our lives, because there's so much more life to live after this. We haven't even truly begun to experience all the things life has to offer. People like to say that high school is going to be the best time of our lives. I like to think that some memories from this time will stay with us forever, but our lives are just now starting out. If this is the best time where the greatest things in our lives happen, I mean, we can't even rent a car right now. Our brains aren't even fully developed until the age of 25. Actually, for some of us, that might take a little bit longer. But imagine how much more we can do and be. Take a look around. The person next to you could go viral and be a meme in the future. Who knows? I know we are all so ready and relieved to be done here because, let's be honest, it was sort of dragging on there for a while. Regardless, congratulations, everyone. We did it. This dramatic, chaotic, and genuinely fun social experience is finally over because we are all no longer high school students. As crazy as that is to actually say out loud, I'm so happy that we all finally can. Thank you. And now we will have our staff speaker, Miss Julie Swankowski.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I am honored to be chosen as the staff speaker this year. I work with a talented group of individuals, and so many of them get votes every year. It's just a thrill to be the one that got the nod this year. When I thought about what I wanted to say, I kept coming back to a song that I was introduced to this year. The song is part of the Academy Award-winning movie Coda. If you haven't had a chance to see this movie, I highly recommend it. I loved it. One of the lead characters in the movie is learning a song for a college tryout and is a senior, just like all of you. The song is called Both Sides Now. I want to read the first verse of the song. Rows and flows of angel hair, and ice cream castles in the air, and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way. But now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in the way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still, somehow, it's cloud illusions I recall. Graduates, I hope that you will really have a view of school that Joni Mitchell had about clouds. I am sure that you have experienced both sides of school throughout the years. You have made friends, had fun, grown as individuals, and had silly moments in classes with your teacher and fellow students. Many of my students will recall the time that Sweet Pepper Boy joined our classes. I brought him here to be with us today. Oops, sorry. Oh man. I can't get to the next page. As a mom, I know that you've also experienced when events in school have blocked those positive memories. Maybe it was a bad test score or a disagreement with a friend or a teacher. We have certainly had events of late that made it feel like learning and growth were more difficult to see and accomplish. But my wish for you is that you have the school illusions and that's what you recall. I hope you remember Sweet Pepper Boy, or a teacher trying to learn how to say buena suerte and not getting it right every time. I hope you remember the dances you enjoyed, the good people who you worked with, a good play you made as a Palmer athlete, the paper that you wrote that gave you the voice, or the problem that you solved in math class. Yes, I had to throw something math in. For me, I'm finishing my 26th year of teaching, all at Palmer High School. As I look back, I remember the fluffy clouds more than the rain and the snow. When I look at the class of 22, I remember your perseverance and your fortitude that you had to make it to this day. I remember going to 2 proms to see you all dressed up and just having a wonderful time. I remember the clubs and activities that so many of you were a part of, the songs from both choir and orchestra and band. I remember the care and share and the make-a-wish and the giving of yourselves to help others. I remember the laughs and the fun teaching you and helping you in the tutoring center. Again, thank you so much for letting me speak with you today. I appreciate your friendship, your laughter, and your support. A special thank you to Lisa and Kelly for your continued friendship over the years. And to my family, I love you so much. Finally, thank you to the class of 2022. Many of you I have known since Audubon Elementary, and one of you I have known since birth. I love you, sweetheart. I am so proud of all of you. Good luck on your next adventures.
I'd like now to introduce the Chamber and Symphonic Strings, directed by Amanda Hessel. They will perform On New Horizons by Benjamin Snock. I'd now like to introduce the Palmer High School Chamber Singers under the direction of Mr. Jeffrey W. Peckham, performing A Vida La Vida, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, arranged by Jeffrey Peckham.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the arm, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Unpredictable, something that is really and that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your bed. Hang it on a shelf and good out a good time. Tattoos of memories and desking on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's unpredictable, something that is really and that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. You had the time of your life.
I'd like to thank Joseph Van Dyke, our student body president, Cecilia Rico Yanas, our senior class president, the symphonic band director, Mr. Kalen Ward, the Palmer High School Chamber and Symphonic Strings director, Mrs. Amanda Hestel, the Chamber Singers director, Mr. Jeffrey Peckham, and Miss Julie Swankowski, honored speaker. At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing Palmer High School's 2022 student speakers, Joseph Van Dyke and Che Buchholz Guerrero.
Good afternoon, my fellow seniors, Palmer staff, and all of the wonderful family and friends of those who are graduating today. My name is Joe Van Dyke, and I am very honored to be in front of you today. I'm even more honored to have served as your student body president. I'm immensely proud to say that we all have made it. We made it through freshman year, where we all came into high school for the first time, with a bigger campus and a lot more people. We made it through sophomore year, the year in which we unintentionally, but with no complaints, had an extra long spring break. We made it through junior year, a year in which we spent most of our lives in front of a computer screen. And lastly, we made it through our senior year, the year in which our lives at school have finally returned to being normal, or at least somewhat normal. This year, we were able to have our homecoming week. We were able to participate in Powder Puff, in which we tragically lost to the juniors, but not my fellow senior cheerleaders. We definitely won that one. We were able to have another Rough and Stuff game for the first time in 3 years, which ended in another loss for us seniors. But we were finally able to support our school once again. What impresses me the most about you all as a group of students and young adults is how resilient and supportive you all have been through these tough times. We have acted as a crutch for others, and it has brought a smile to my face to see the strides that we have taken to support the class before us and those after us. I applaud each and every one of you. As all of us are moving on to do great things, such as going to college, trade school, working, or even taking a gap year, I wanted to take time and relive some of the stories of our childhood, stories that have been teaching us vital life lessons ever since we were little. The first is the book Sneetches by Dr. Seuss. This story describes Sneetches with stars on their bellies, and those, of course, without. Those with stars thought that they were better than the Sneetches without, claiming that they were the best Sneetches on the beaches. The star-bellied Sneetches never invited those without to their Frankfurter roasts or their marshmallow toasts. These Sneetches purposely excluded their fellow species. This exclusion caused the Sneetches without stars to go through a machine to get stars. This then caused those with stars to remove their stars, creating an endless loop of chaos in an attempt to fit in. As you are all moving on, I want to remind you to remain kind, because you never know what is happening to someone behind closed doors. To remain kind to those different than you and to those similar. I also want you all to see that you don't need to change who you are to fit in or to be considered cool. You are made to be unique. If we were all the same, there would be nothing but chaos and people trying to be who they aren't. Shifting to one of my personal favorite childhood stories of Skippy John Jones. Skippy John Jones was a Siamese cat who thought he was more of a Chihuahua. His mother continuously tried to tell him that he was a cat and told him to stay out of the closet of his room. But Skippy John Jones never let his mother limit what he could do, and never let her tell him who he can and cannot be. Skippy John Jones let his imagination run wild in that closet. In his own world, he was a sword-fighting Chihuahua who battled villainous bee bandits. This was a place that Skippy John Jones could be whoever he wanted to be without judgment. Why this story, you may ask? What should you gain from it? It's rather simple. Don't let other people try to tell you who you are or who you should be. Don't let people try to limit your potential, limit your personality, or try to tear you down. Skippy John Jones didn't let anyone stop him from being the greatest sword fighter that ever lived. You shouldn't let anyone or anything stop you from getting that dream job, traveling to that dream destination, or being who you want to be. I want to remind you to not be your own worst enemy either. Each and every one of you have the potential to do amazing things. The last story that comes to my mind is one of Elephant and Piggy. This particular story is called Thank You. Now, there are all sorts of short stories about the adventures of an elephant named Gerald and a pig named Piggy. But in this particular story, Piggy decides one day that he should go around and thank everybody he knows. He goes around and does just that. He thanks all of the fellow animals for the impact they've had on his life. He thanks Snake for playing ball with him, Whale for being nice. He thanks all of his friends for being so great. and he gives the biggest of thanks to Gerald for being the best friend he could ever ask for. As my time with my family, my friends, my teammates, and my teachers has ever been slowly running out, I've realized how important my time is with each and every one of them, and how much each and every one of these people mean to me. There are not enough words in the dictionary to express my gratitude for these people, my gratitude for the sacrifices and the time that these people have carved out to support me. I want this story of Elephant and Piggy to be a reminder for each and every one of you to be thankful for those closest to you, those who would do anything to watch you succeed and be the person who you want to be. These are the people who will love you to the very end of time, and your time with them is limited. A lot can be taken away from these stories. My fellow peers, young scholars as we've once been called. As we mature to the young adults we are becoming, I hope these stories remind you to be kind, to love your individuality, to not let anyone tell you who you can or cannot be, and to appreciate everything done by the people who care for you the most. I know each and every one of you are capable of doing monumental things. Therefore, I challenge you all to go out and make a positive impact on your community. Thank you all for your never-ending support, and once again, congratulations on your hard work.
All right, well done, Joe, my gosh. Okay. I was given 3 minutes to address the past 4 years of high school, everything I learned, and everything that we should take with us moving forward, so I don't exactly know what to do with the remaining 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's start at the basics. Thank you to the teachers, parents, family members, and staff members, and everyone else in attendance who has not only helped us get to this day, but for being here now that it has finally arrived. The Palmer High School class of 2022. Can we get some noise? Come on. There it is. Thank you, parents. This one's for you. In many ways, the life of a high schooler is questionable. We prepare for adulthood, yet spend 4 years in classrooms separated from the real world, dealing in concepts that rarely have any application on a day-to-day basis. We follow a regimented schedule, which is equal parts tedium and torture, and yet even now, many of us feel unprepared for what the future has to offer. But the bittersweet truth we must face upon graduating is that, in the grand scheme of things, every single person in this world is figuring out life as they go, making even the most banal day and the most average existence more meaningful than we will ever really know. But there are times when life makes sense, and that is in the recognition and appreciation of others. Our lives are defined by our relationships, our interactions. We all want to belong somewhere. Over the past 4 years, I had the privilege of belonging to a uniquely special group of people from an extraordinary class. To say that the class and these people who are a part of it have challenged my perceptions of what it means to live successfully is a gross understatement. You have all left me questioning everything I know. When we're younger, it's hard for us to grasp the concept that no one ever really knows whether they're living their lives correctly. We all hope that it makes sense one day. So when we realize it won't, knowing how to empathize with others who are struggling becomes all the more important. But easier when you have a group such as this and know that everyone here is meant to support one another on their way to success. In the past, my mom used to tell me that I would never know what anyone else was going through in life, but I could learn how to be kind to everyone. However, only now upon graduating do I truly understand what that means. We will never know what anyone else is experiencing in life, but our experiences will teach us how to get through life together. It is difficult to imagine a more empathetic, talented, resilient, and hardworking group of individuals than the students in the Palmer High School class of 2022, who are, in my own humble opinion, nothing less than the finest people you will ever meet in your life. Thank you all for the past 4 years, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you the best. But having come to know each and every one of you, I know you're gonna do great things. Thank you all, and let's go graduate.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you, Shay. Good afternoon, everyone. Class of 2022. Today's all about you. Take a look around you. We're all gathered here today to celebrate you and all of your accomplishments. "143 years ago, the first class of Colorado Springs High School received their diplomas. There were only 5 students in that class. Today's graduating class consists of 300 students. And as you walk across the stage today, you will join the previous 42,082 Colorado Springs High School, Palmer High School grads for a grand total of, this math is easy, 42,382. We have a lot of traditions at Palmer High School, and for many of our graduates, graduating from Colorado Springs Palmer High School is a family tradition. As per Palmer tradition, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize graduates from the decades. As I call out your decade, for those of you in the crowd, and this includes faculty members, grandparents, parents, siblings, and friends, please stand and remain standing. And audience, please hold your applause until the end. So 1930s, 40s, and 50s, please stand. 1960s, 70s, and 80s, please stand. 1990s, 2000s, and 2010s, please stand. And 2020s. I see a few more people. There you go. And now, class of 2022, stand up. Take a look around the arena and at the traditions surrounding you. You are, as terrors, part of a unique and proud community. Please give a round of applause for all the high school graduates of Colorado Springs High School and Palmer High School. And please be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize the Palmer faculty and staff to stand and be recognized. You heard it in the student speeches. This Palmer staff steps up every day in support of our students in a variety of ways and through a very, very difficult couple of years. They're dedicated to the success and growth of young people. They give inside the classroom and outside through clubs, activities, sports, extracurricular activities. They coach, they sponsor clubs. They give time to tutor. They provide a shoulder to cry on. They give advice and mentor students. They have high expectations for our students, and our students work hard to meet those expectations. Most importantly, though, they challenge our young people to be better humans. Thank you for everything that you do every day. And at this time, I would like to recognize our 2022 retirees. Jimmy Grants, Sally Mama Kelly, who's probably up getting ready for diplomas, Jason Cole, David Shackelford, and Griselle Duvall. So seniors, this is a class full of extraordinary people. Your talents are varied: academic, athletic, musical, theatrical, and humanitarian. This class has earned millions of dollars already in scholarships towards their post-secondary plans. Each year, I attempt to link part of the message to either a children's book or a movie from about the time that you guys were born and were growing up. Turns out that 2004 was a pretty amazing year. Lots of amazing people were born, and there were some great movies, like Dodgeball. So, do you guys remember the movie The Incredibles? Okay. So you may recall from watching that movie that the Incredible family had some pretty extra superhero powers, right? However, the government put a ban on them being able to use those powers. And so the Incredibles were relegated to moving to the suburbs, where they had a couple of kids, but they were living a pretty mundane life, not being able to be their true selves. But they grow their family and they continue to live their lives. But eventually, their day comes, and they get summoned to save the world, using their superpowers for good. So the moral that I take away from this story is always use your gifts and talents for good, and do not hide them away from the world. There are two definitions of commencement. One is a ceremony in which degrees or diplomas are conferred on graduating students. And the second is a beginning or a start. And both of those definitions are appropriate for today. So I would ask that you believe in yourselves. You are important. You are strong. You've demonstrated that over the past 2.5 years. You are resilient, and you have significant talents. Let your light shine, because you never know when the world is going to need exactly what you have to offer. Congratulations, graduates. You made it through a tumultuous time to earn your diploma. Be proud of yourselves. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Dr. Nicholas Gleditch, Superintendent of District 11 Schools. Dr. Gleditch, each of these students has fulfilled the requirements for graduation as established by our Board of Education. They are qualified, they are capable, they are, after all, terrors. Dr. Gleditch, for your consideration, I present to you the Palmer High School class of 2022.
Good afternoon. So, seniors, it's me, our board member, and then it's you. So I know that you're just, 2 steps away before you receive your diplomas. I think before we start, I would just like you to look to your left, look to your right, look behind you, look in front of you, and know that everybody who is surrounding you right now supports you today and will continue to support you in the future and have supported you throughout your entire school career. And we're very proud of what you've accomplished, and we're very proud that you're here today, and you are the class of 2022. However, before I can accept you, I need to encourage you. So before I accept your diplomas today, I want to encourage you to do something. And I'm hoping that after today, and for the rest of your lives, that you take time and add value to the world. Add value to the world. And in many ways, you've heard this morning with the things that your previous speakers have said to you. But be part of what is going on around you, whether you may be moving on to college, working in the workforce, taking a gap year. Add value to the world. Becoming involved in your surroundings will not only help you become more connected, but will also allow you to make an impact that would be value to the world that you live in. Anne Frank once said, "How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world." So that's my advice for you today. Look for ways to add value to the world, to someone's life, to your own life. You never know when this will make the difference to someone you encounter. So think about that as you go out and live your lives and do the things that are going to add value to the world. So now, at this moment, on behalf of Palmer High School and School District 11, I hereby accept the presentation of these outstanding graduates who sit before me today and recommend them to the Colorado Springs School District 11 Board of Education for the conferring of diplomas. And at this time, for that purpose, I will now introduce Dr. Bankus, School Board Secretary, to do that. Dr. Bankus?
The long-awaited day to celebrate this milestone is finally here. Congratulations to you. Graduates, the memories you take with you of your high school years at Palmer will always stay with you as you navigate your future. The richness of the friendships you have made and the interest of your teachers and school staff in you as a person help bring you to this next step. Graduates, we ask you to embrace the future. Through the challenges and the joy, walk with those who inspire you, who contribute to your future in a positive way, who excite you and unite you. Your graduation from high school marks the foundation of the many accomplishments waiting for you to grasp and make your own. Take a breath, enjoy the moment as you look around and bask in the glory of family, friends, acquaintances, and so many of us who are here to wish you the very best. Along the way, there will be doubts and challenges ahead. I encourage you to remember this moment. It's your moment. Lastly, keep in mind that education transforms you. Whether your next steps are formal education or work and career or the military or another path, set yourselves a goal to learn what you can, be open to trial and error, build new skills that unlock your potential. Some things come easily, some things will be challenging. Some accomplishments may come quickly, some may take more time. And it's patience, perseverance, and persistence that will carry you through. Sometimes we forget to take one step at a time. We know you are eager to set out into the world. Remember your foundation and make those steps with confidence. Where you start is just the start. Your dreams will and should change as you grow and experience the world. Be confident. And in the words of Dr. Seuss, congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the ones who will decide where to go. On behalf of the District 11 Board of Education, I am pleased to accept the class of 2022 for the conferring of diplomas. Congratulations, you have graduated.
Thank you, Dr. Bankus and Dr. Gleditch. Okay, students, are you about ready to roll? Okay. Staff who are reading names today have been selected for this honor by the senior class. They are Miss Kelly Klein, Mr. Robert Gilliam, Mr. James Grants, Miss Adrian Haas, Mrs. Sarah Osborne, and Mr. Joshua Cisneros.
It's a blue screen. Wow. Oh, nice.
Ailey Maricela Gabriel Ambrosio. Spencer Abila. Eric Ramon Aguirre Asensio. Tawfiq Hashim Al-Anbari. Caden May Albert. Elizabeth Brooke Allen. Megan Louise Maxwell Allen. Caden John Alley. Isabella Precious Alvarez Liba. Alfredo Arciniega Hernandez. Anthony James Arguelles. Kristen Ashley Attig. DeAndre William Baker. Lily Rose Baker. Alexander Banfi. Jacob Allen Bankston. Raven Jeanette Barnes Washington. Autumn Jade Barrett. Alexis Dawn Battles. Ivan Bautista. Emily Ray Bear Flores. Evan Ulrich Beeman. Madison Lynn Bennett. Leah Christine Berry. Marissa Nahoya Bogach. Riley Sophia Braylick. McKenna Llewellyn Brickle. Lily Azizi Briggs. Josiah Jose Bryant. Che Enrique Bachholz Guerrero. Janae Latrice Buckner. Samantha Marie Beekler. Landon Christopher Bueno. Chloe Michelle Bullard. Anela Joy Burns. Matthew Isaac Bush. Damian Jesse Butcher. Kaya Lee Calabrese. Joseph Luke Caldwell. Alexis Rose Calvin. Sofia Calvo Bermudez. Jeremiah Campbell. Sandra Lisbeth Campos Jaramillo. Zaria Mariah Carr. John Michael Castellanos. Amber Ray Chamness. Robert Winfield Chandler. Alan Giovanni Chavarria Rios. Nevea Mary Chavez. Vincent Frank Chavez.
Luke Ryder Clark. Dallas Kathleen Clements. Isaac John Collins. Abigail May Crawford. Jocelyn Carmen Cruz. Analia Marie Cruz. Gregory John DiArienzo. Carson Anastasia Daniel. Kalijah Armani Davenport. Daniel Ruben Davila. Sarah Jewel Decker. Charlisha Edwana Dennings Dorsey. Cosette Rochelle Dennis. Christian Stanley Diaz. Billy Keelan Bernard Dici. Nyaja Danae Disnook. Jasmine Cristela Dominguez Urban. Alimata Aja Dumbia. Owen Gregory Driscoll. Alize Javon Edwards. Gregory Edward Egbert. Madison Kylie Emmerich. Nikolai Michael Zion Estabrooks. Devin Marie Farrar. Raven Nicole Fields. Savannah Ashley Everett. I will. Thank you. Devin Marie Farrar. Sorry about that. Chloe Judith Patricia Fix. Deegan Lee Lewis Flores. Jaden Diego Flowers. Eiley Bray Foss. Lily Susan K. Foster. Franklin Javier Franco Gutierrez. Keenan Russell Fritz. Luis Isaiah J. Fuentes. Rachel Louise Fugate. Kalina Acacia Garcia. Catalina Jolie Garcia. Scotland Heaven Garcia. Gwendolyn Rose Garcia. Harry Ernesto Dean Gehrig. Christina Alicia Gentles. Caden David Jeffrey. Mark Elich Golbrick. Leon Robert Gonzalez. Eduardo Antonio Gonzalez. Giovanni Gonzalez Cabrera. Sofia Gonzalez Verdugo. Michaela Rose Marie Goodhart.
Andrea Granados Granillo. Amaya Jade Graven. Celie Randall Gresham. Andrew Michael Griffiths. Anna Gruba. Wyatt E. William Nelson Gruder. Faith Jacqueline Gutierrez. Thaddeus Cruz Gutierrez. Herbert William Hoffenrichter III. James Cole Harrison. Melkamu Targigan Clifford Heim. Zane Edward Hermanson. Fernando Jose Hernandez. Olivia Sabina Hernandez. Marina Isabel Hernandez Chilel. Christian Henna. Roxana Jane Hauk. Caitlin Cassidy Humphreys. Megan Alexandra Hunt. Lydia Grace Hercom. Elliot Kylie Eagle Manvitz. Corey Faith Jackson. Mason Lawrence Jacobs. Brenna Nicole Jennings. Jada Trinice Johns. Nyla Diane Jones. Nicholas Gordon Jorgensen. Jocelyn Crystal Juarez. Abigail Jane Justin Kelly. Demetrios Alexander Karianis. Leilani Mali Kiuma. Addison Quinn Knowles. Logan Daniel Kuhlman. Noah Christopher Lancaster. Joseph Samuel Lang. Luke Allen Larson. Riley Braden Laverne. Jorian Vashti Lawler. Rose Catherine Lessig. Justina Ann Lightfoot. Ephraim Owen Lloyd. Solin Azur Lockwood. Santiago Londono Londono. Yvonne Yamilet Lopez. Mary Kathleen Lowry. Juan Antonio Lozano.
Brianna Marie Lucas. Juliet Hannah Lynn. Emilio Jesus Maciel. Caden Manuel Mays. Gabrielle Elizabeth Mayorana. Andrew Brian Mandebach. Kaylee Guadalupe Marmolejo. Carla Gabriela Marquez. Diana Martinez. Esperanza Ann Martinez. Jancina Emily Martinez. Jada Rhiannon Martinez. Michael Anthony Martinez. Oliver Noah Martinez. Kenneth Martin Zorio. Michael Thomas Lee Martz. Leviathan Alameda McCarson Reardon. Jesse Truman McConnell. Anna Rose McLaughlin. Calandra Autumn Luella McLaughlin. Betty Rihanna Lee McNair. Maya Renee Means. Mia Renee Miller. Ashton Trent Mitchell. Sophia Safwan Momani. Antonio Rafael Montoya Martinez. Melanie Mora Quiros. Kevin Damian Moreno Silva. Edgar Jesus Moreno Yepes. Nathaniel Allen Morris. Cody James Myers. Joseph Cordon Naple. Nicholas Edward Neville. Zoe Candace Nicholson. Julie Nielsen. Jaron Joseph Norwood. Ren Odell. Jaden Anthony O'Neill. Caleb Michael Pash. Divinity Danielle Pacheco. Kevin Enrique Padilla. Madison Lee Palma. Lillian Nicole Parsons. Taylor Renee Pistorius, Haley Brooke Pate, Scott Russell Patla Reese, Maxwell Lee Pearson, Abigail Linda Rose Phillips, Brian Piverell Jaramillo, Diego Asuncion Plasencia,
Terrion Maurice Powell, Cole Powell, Zandler Ryan Predmore, Samuel Coker Prince, Emmanuel Dantes Poli, Adriana Marie Quintal, Elena Carida Quintana, Alondra Ramirez, Randy Ali Rascon Montañez, Dejanay Unique Reese Lewis, Eden Patricia Riley, Gael Reyes Garcia, Micah Liddell Reynolds Dimes, Cecilia Marie Rico Yanez, Micah Gabriel Riggs, Xavier Sol Roan, Callie Brianna Roberts, Jalen Lee Robinson, Reina Rodriguez Bautista, Brianna Camille Rodriguez, Elias Lucero Rodriguez, Caleb Zion Rogers, Stephanie Alexandra Rojas Gutierrez, Penelope Sugar Magnolia Romance, Sage Jean Romero, Andrew Dominic Rubalcaba, Alexandra Rose Rubel, Haziel Abraham Sabinas Zabaron, Melvin Cardell Saffold Jr. Melvin Cardell Saffold III. Prapatson Sahasakmontri. Julian Robert Seiss. Delani Michelle Solman. Diego Alberto Sanchez. Taylor Sage Salisbury. Annalisa Noel Sauter. Devin Marquise Scott. Ariana Jewel Serrano. Nicholas Jordan Sevilla Flores. Henry Robert Sheridan. Jules Ardell Sledge. Enoch Kender Smith. Zoe Mackenzie Smith. Benjamin Alexander Smith Failer. Matthew Herbert Snyder. Thomas Brendan Speed.
Jocelyn Lee Spencer. Marilyn Jane Spencer. Avery Eastman Spicer. Adam Lee Scanlon. Henry Joseph Stevens. Ron Kenseth Stone. Aiden Quentin Strauss. Amarin Sukase. Carter Daniel Swan.
Oh, sorry. Kathleen Alexis Swankowski.
Dorian Michael Swem. Alexis Rita Tabet. Sahar Talji. Corlin Grace Tasker. Delilah Ann T. Fortiller. Logan James Thompson. Samara Alexandra Thompson. Zion Joseph Takashi Tippy. Nathaniel Frankie Torres. Dante Donnell Townsend. Aaron Trejo. Maya Nasil Valdez. Edwin Lorenzo Valtierra Esquivel. Ellie Noel Van Dyke. Joseph Christian Van Dyke. Madeline Jane Van Dyke. Xavier Franklin Vandemark Conway. Jacob Tobias Vanderway. Elizabeth Claire Van Hook. Paula Gabriela Vasquez Gutierrez. Daniel Ishmael Velasquez. David Alexander Velef. Peyton Joseph Vetter. Ethan Colin Vines. Jackson David Wagner. What's up, man? Ruby Maxine Walker. Robert Lynn Westbrook. Joshua Wheeler. Arden Gabrielle White. Jacob Altair White Stolfus. Raven Leah Wilcox. Savannah Nalay Williams. Alex Michael Willis. Danielle Marie Wood. Kira Lane Rainey. Jamie Alicia Wright. Maxim Yurchenko. Violet Michelle Zucchero. Modelisi Sol Hernandez.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to release my faculty and staff to go out and form the tunnel. So if you'll follow Mr. Shulsky, he'll get you where you need to go.
All right, everybody. Moment of truth. Move it over to the right. Left. Oh, yeah! Woo! We did it! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Woo!
Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a dramatic pause here because we're waiting for faculty to file out. I'd like to thank all of the family and friends for being here this afternoon to help celebrate the class of 2022. This has been a year of unknowns and constant changes again, but as a community, we've made it through. Congratulations, class of 2022. You are dismissed. You will go out to the tunnel where you will be able to say your goodbyes to your faculty and staff.